Welcome back, and we'll be taking you to Kebbi State, where we have the International Argungu International Fishing Festival, which is happening there. And we also have our correspondent who will be reaching out to us, and we'll be talking about details from the Argungu International Fishing and Cultural Festival. It's been buzzing with color and culture the past couple of days, and also competitions. Now, from thrilling Kabanji water sports to high-energy contests that have kept spectators glued to the riverbanks. And also today promises even bigger moments with the highly anticipated Grand Fishing Competition, that's for today, and the National Polo Tournament Finals and the House Racing Competition all lined up. Our reporter Sumayya Abubakar joins us live from Argungu. Sumayya, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Sumayya, now I am being told that you are not in Argungu itself. In fact, you are at a yet-to-be commissioned secretariat, if I'm not mistaken. Can you please give us details about your whereabouts and what's happening for the festival today?
Good morning, Amazina. Yes, currently we are at the Bola and going to be commissioned. Of course, the promise is to celebrate country, but then there are security men, over here. A lot is being prepared for the coming of Mr. President to Kebbi State. And also, we know that after the president arrives and he comes here to commission, there will be a visit, a short visit, of course, to the area of Birnin Kebbi. And then from there, he would be moving to Argungu for the grand fishing, competition. And now we all know that, of course, this event has been ongoing, talking about the Argungu International Fishing and Cultural Festival. This is according to not just the people here, but the visitors and tourists and also spectators coming in to enjoy the glamorous show that they see as one of the biggest in Africa. So currently, there's so much excitement. As of yesterday, while we were at Argungu, we saw, the numbers. It was thousands of people. Security could not even contain the amount of people, and there was so much excitement. Sports activities has been happening, water sports, land sports, talking about the riding, the racing of local, animals here. So it has been a very fantastic show. Of course, the president coming to Birnin Kebbi now is just a top, on the icing.
Mm. Okay, can you tell us about the festival that we're expecting to see later on in the day? What the significance is for Kebbi State and for Nigeria culturally?
Yes, in terms of the importance of, the Argungu Festival, it's just the fact that the people say that they enjoy this culture. This is something that, modernization has come, and then a lot of youth are forgetting roots of where they come from. But then for the people of Argungu, especially when it comes to the tribe of Kabanji clan, they say that it's all about them holding and preserving their tradition. And yes, the importance of this is when you actually see how grand these things are. We've seen really young girls, putting their hands inside the water, the river, in order to fish themselves. So after yesterday, they said that what happened was just a preamble, the small part of the show. So today, we're expecting a grand fishing festival, a competition of, fishermen coming in using their nets in order to catch the biggest of the biggest, fish that you can ever find in Africa. So yes, for that, I would say that is a powerful thing for Nigeria as a whole, where we know that at a time where it is globally recognized and really influential, it still has that touch of Africa in it, which is, of course, this Grand Fishing Festival. So people are excited. The president would be there. There would be prize given for that. According to the people of not just Argungu, but Kebbi State in general, they say that this is something that they plan on doing. And I have to point out, Magina, that this festival has been, cancelled since 2020. That was the last time it was held in Argungu. So it's now after 6 years, the excitement is buzzing. The amount of people here is just alarming. And based on, some of our teams that are already in Argungu, they're saying that there is really no space for one to put, his food at. So later on, we'll definitely come on the show to give an update on what is going on and the craziness and the excitement of what's going on at Argungu Fishing Festival.
Sumayya, can you give us a bit of intel as to why the festival had been canceled? I know that it had been canceled for about 6 years now. So why the cancellation and the need to reopen the festival?
All right, yes, we were able to speak to the emir like 2 days ago, and he said that the reason was due to the COVID-19 pandemic that happened. So it affected, of course, because we know that it has to do with convergence of thousands of people coming together. So that made put a stop to it, and of course, at that time, immediately after, there was a bit of still distance, keeping your distance from people. But then after that, I think for them, they appreciate the governor now saying that he came back with it. They've been pushing for it. Of course, it's been something of a culture, and this is the symbol, this is a sign and culture of Argungu people and Kebbi State, and even Arewa at large. So we also were able to talk to, some part of the people that came to also compete, because it's not just competition for the people of Argungu and Kebbi, but also neighboring states. And they pointed out that the fact that for that 6 years, this has not happened, it deprived them of meeting each other, being the celebratory mode, appreciating each other's culture, and then, coming into together as the northern people.
If you can give us the details of what the festival is going to be like, the competition for today is going to be like. I was telling her how the fishermen storm the lake as they are asked to already begin. But tell us what to expect: the color, the smell, the sights, the sounds.
I mean, first of all, based on what we saw the previous 3 days, I would say that the colors. It's not just about fishing. I have to point that out. It's not just about the water, because there were major land activities as well. We had the catapult shooting calabash racing competition. We had the bow archery competition. We had the horseback racing. We had the donkey racing, camel racing, and also there was the Durbar. Now for the north, we all know that it has to do with the Eid for us to have this Durbar procession. But then Argungu also includes that. And then when you know about what we know about the Durbar is that royal families of not just of the particular community, but other neighboring communities coming together, and every family represents with a color of regalia that they wear, and then they climb on their horses and then go in groups. So you represent a family by what you're wearing. And then for yesterday, there was that the Durbar carried a lot of tribes, not just from the Hausa, community, but we had people from the Tiv, the Igbo community, Yoruba community also displaying that. So that was how beautiful and grand yesterday was. That was the evening. But then in the morning, we saw, the water displays, water competition, sports, had to do with people riding on calabash inside the water. There were people that carried calabash on their head and make sure you swim without that calabash falling off. There were people that dived into the water just to show for how long you would be able to stay underwater without breathing. So much competition. And I told you there was the male and female competition of traditional bare hand fishing, catching, so people would put their hands, young girls and boys, in order to catch a fish. So the first 3 people become the winners automatically. So there was a lot. There was also a boat, riding, racing competition that happened. So for today, it's going to be the grandest. They saved the best, for the last. So the grandest would be fishermen with their nets, and then you're expected to catch the biggest and then the most amount of fish. That makes you the winner. And of course, so far we've seen and heard a lot of gifts and being given and rewards. So we're expecting much more grand rewards. So far, these people are getting cars and a huge amount of money as reward for this competition. So it's not just a spectacle, a great exhibition for the people of this community who are actually used to it. It is a grant for people that are here. We've seen few, Chinese people, expatriates from outside Nigeria coming in for this festival. So it is really exciting. I cannot even wait to go there today for us to, see it, witness it for myself, and then explain to Nigerians what they are missing. And I was able to talk to someone where she said that she's been hearing about Argungu, just like you, Martina, you mentioned earlier. She's been, hearing about this festivity, watching some clips. But then I would give you this for a fact that witnessing it is on another level. At a time where modernization is almost, taking over and preserving culture is a bit difficult, this gives hope to the fact that culture is still appreciated.
Again, next year that I hope to be in Kebbi State to witness this for the first time, real live. So I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I know that I want to be there. But there's one major question to ask when it comes to the economics of this all. How did the state government prepare for this festival? You mentioned that it's not just for the Hausa people, it's also brought in Yoruba people, the Igbo people. It's like a confluence happening right there. So that means that, and I can see from the video, all the people that have come in mass to witness this. So what advantage did the state take? What arrangements did they make? How prepared were they for this event?
The discussion we had with the deputy governor, he said that this was a deliberate, event and a deliberate attempt into bringing back tourism, for the Kebbi and also Nigeria as a whole. So they said that they put a lot of money into it. We have seen so far economically how it has not only benefited, the major businesses, because there were also agricultural shows. Big farmers, bodies came here to showcase their produce for potential investors. So there was a grant show that happened 2 days ago. On that one, there was a lot of tractors, activities, and display of grains and tubers there. So it also benefited the petty traders. That we were able to talk to a lot of petty traders there. I will have to tell you, one of the advantages that these petty traders had was the fact that it is quite sunny now. It is hot. So someone that sells a sachet of pure water is literally getting the benefit of that. We're able to speak to one petty trader who says that this is like a gift from God for her to get this in order to be able to use it to feed her own family, while her husband was away. So that is another, angle to this economic potential. Also, we're able to speak to hospitality, experts who these people who own hotel. Literally, I have to tell you, it is difficult finding any hotel at this time of, the year when it comes to this Argungu festival. So these people are also benefiting, and which, of course, in turn benefits not just the state, but at the federal level. So yes, economically, this is good. Everything is looking really great. They said they put a lot of money into it. We are seeing it. Argungu, because we know that tourism tends to bring development to a particular community. So this is happening. And we are sure that if other communities will take up to this, then Nigeria is going to be a sight to behold.
Thank you very much for being in Kebbi State, for being specifically in Birnin Kebbi, and we're looking forward to your report from Argungu. We're looking forward to the colors like you've promised us, so we're holding you on that one. Thank you.